Hello everybody, it is Gemini just 5280 here, finally back with another airport update. Here we have Great Lakes Intercontinental Airport Update number 19. It's been a long time since I've had an airport update, and therefore I have 11 new models, and I've rearranged the airport a little bit, so we have a slightly different layout for everybody to check out. The big deal is I've consolidated Virgin America and Alaska. Virgin America used to be over there at the very end on T. Now they're over here on C, and Alaska moved from D. And then United expanded a little bit, and I'll talk about that in a bit. So Alaska moved off of D. United took the gates, and Alaska and Virgin are now both on C, and Southwest, which was previously on C, is now on T in the Virgin gates. Nothing too much else to talk about. United Airlines, when I first started this airport, I made it a hub, and then I downgraded it because I had too many United hubs at my airports, and built up Delta and American here, and Delta's still the largest, and American's still second, but I decided to bring back a couple of the United flights just so I can get my heavies in here. So the 333 is going to fly to Tokyo, and then the 76s will fly, or the 333 in high demand, and the 222 and the Dreamliner will come in low demand. And then we'll also do London Heathrow, and that will be on the 763 and the 764. Let me know what you think about doing that. I kind of wanted to get those airplanes in here, and because I don't really get them in Denver enough. So, we're actually going to start over on the United Airlines area of the D concourse with a new model, United Airlines Boeing 777-300 ER, getting catered and serviced for a flight to Tokyo Narita. I actually just got off a United 787-8 Dreamliner. Where is it? It's this one right here, actually, 27901 from London Heathrow. So that's why I've been gone for a little bit. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw all my stories with the flights and stuff. And if you didn't, check it out. There should still be some there. It's GJ5280 on Instagram. They'll be using D12, D13 will be a split gate for those, for the heavies. And then next up we have a United A319 headed to Houston, and then a new model, United E175 operated by SkyWest, headed to Denver, and then a United Express CRJ200 operated by SkyWest pulling in from Chicago. After that is a Star Alliance 737-800 for United operating in San Francisco. Then another new model is the Air Canada 737 MAX 8. This guy's heading out to Vancouver. I really like that Gemini did the black. I don't know if you can see it, but they did black mains on this plane. They finally started painting gear. I'm really glad they did that. It looks really good. Next up is Caribbean Airlines 737-800 to Kingston, Jamaica. Then we have an Air Canada Express here, E175, operated by Sky Regional to Toronto. Then Frontier A320 out of the Owl, headed to Orlando, the Frontier Gate, and then Frontier A320 Grizzle the Bear headed over to Denver. And our Spirit A319 headed to Baltimore, and Volaris A321 to Mexico City. On the runway 15 departures here we have our United Express E170 by Republic headed up to Newark. Sorry, I'm going to put that down for never mind, 1 second. And then we have our Alaska Mortalev 737-900ER holding short for a flight to Seattle. I have the Mortalev Neo as well. One of the two, I didn't get both. And those will be seen in future updates, along with some other new airplanes for Alaska. And then American 737-800 to Oklahoma City. And then we're going to turn the corner here towards the C concourse. An American 757-200 to Los Angeles. Then here we have kind of a fictional flight. I'm going to switch over sides for the lighting. The Southwest 737, or the Boeing House Color 737 MAX 8. This actually just got delivered to Southwest in the Southwest colors today. This registration, but this is just a promo flight back to Seattle. I don't know. Can think of anything else I want to put it in. Next up we have an Icelandair 767-300. So its sister ship in London Heathrow today. But this guy is going to be doing a flight over to Keflavik, and Icelandair and some other airlines are going to begin boarding are going to be boarding from the remote stands now, as all the gates are filling up really quick. So these will be some flights out here. Then we have an American 737-800 on the stands, going to be heading over to Salt Lake City in a couple hours. Empty American stand in the middle. Then a Delta 757-200 heading to Atlanta, an hour and a half. Just getting pulled off the gates, and Delta MD-90 came in from LaGuardia. Then we have a Delta CRJ-200 operated by SkyWest, going to head to South Bend in a couple hours. And then a Virgin America A320. This is just about to get towed back to the B-gates. And a Virgin America Alaska A320 headed to New York JFK in 2 hours. Put this down for one more second while I switch over pages. And then, sorry, I actually didn't need to flip the page. We have an American 767-300ER just pulling in from London Heathrow. Then a Virgin America / Alaska A321neo in from San Francisco. And then an Alaska 737-900ER just in from Portland. Then a new model, the Alaska Most West Coast A321neo blank tail headed to Los Angeles. Then we have our Virgin A320, Alaska A320 headed to, just came in from New York JFK, head out to Dallas Love. I'm actually going to keep moving back in here. It's kind of tight, but just give me 1 second. We have our American A321 Sharklets headed to JFK. And then a brand new model, American A321 Sharklets, the Aero Classics version, headed to San Francisco. Here we have an American 200 pushing back for Barcelona. And then an empty American gate here. Then an American 737-800 TWA Retro headed to Washington Reagan. American A320 headed to Charlotte. And then American 777-300ER headed to Tokyo Narita. And after that we have a new model, the American 737 MAX 8 headed to Miami. Sorry, passengers on that for the tight economy seating. And then an American A321, another new model, headed over to Phoenix. We're going to move over to our B concourse, the remote regional stands. Starting off with the American side. With an American E145 by Envoy to Pittsburgh. Then an American CRJ-200 by Air Wisconsin to Indianapolis. Empty American gate. American E175, 70 by Republic to Nashville. Then an American Eagle CRJ-200 by SkyWest to Milwaukee. Then we have our Delta Republic E170 to Kansas City. And got a mainline over here. Delta's going to start running some mainline flights out of here on the 717 and the just because it fits in nicely, or it fits in the gates when the main concourse is full. Over to this one's going to go to New Orleans. After that, we have Delta CRJ-700 by SkyWest to Kalamazoo. Here, just pushing back is a brand new model, SkyWest CRJ-700 for Delta Connection, headed to Norfolk, and then the Delta CRJ-900 by Endeavor is going to head to Nashville. Just landed off the runway here is an American Eagle SkyWest CRJ-700, just came in from Colorado Springs. And then following our taxiway in, we have an American A319, came in from Raleigh-Durham. And then a Frontier A320 heading out to Las Vegas. Now we're going to go to the other side of the taxiway over here. Skip the line a bit. Then we have a Delta 717 out to Cincinnati and a Delta Airbus A319 to Boston. Finally heading to the A concourse where it's Delta City. Delta A333, Virgin Atlantic A333 into London Heathrow. Empty Delta gate, and then a Delta new model, the Delta CS-100 headed to Palm Beach, kind of a fictional flight. That probably won't be in too much until the C series are out. And then we have a Delta 757-200 to San Francisco. Delta 717 to Milwaukee. Air France 787-9 Dreamliner to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Then a Delta 777-200 LR to Tokyo Haneda. On the taxiway, we have a Southwest 737. I know you can't see it because of the light. Really sorry about that. 737-800 taxiing out to Dallas Love. And then a Delta 767-400 BCRF to Frankfurt. Behind that, we have an American A319 headed to Washington, or just came in from Washington, Reagan. Gonna head out to New York. Let's not do New York. Let's do Hartford, Windsor Locks. And then back over to a concourse. Sorry about that. We have a 737-800 for Delta that just came in from Cancun and we'll head out to Phoenix. We have a common use gate here where we have a Swiss A340-300 pulling in from Zurich. Monster Airport. Sorry, this is taking a lot. It's a long update here. Then we are on the T concourse. We have a JetBlue A320 FDNY pushing back to Fort Lauderdale. Blueberry's Tail A320 for JetBlue headed over to Atlanta. Barcode Sharklets JetBlue A320 to San Juan. Into JetBlue Gate, then JetBlue Blueprint E190 to Minneapolis St. Paul. Over to Southwest new parking spots. We have a Southwest 737-700 New York LaGuardia. A new model, the Southwest 737 MAX 8. This is the Aero Classics version to Denver. And then an empty Southwest gate where we have a Southwest 737-700 pulling in from Baltimore, Washington. Almost done, one more stretch. New model here, British Airways A380. The A380 is going to start doing some flights in here for British. This aircraft, we'll go to the other side, is going to head off to London Heathrow. We have our Lufthansa A380 headed to Frankfurt. Taxiing behind that is a JetBlue A320 high-rise from Boston. We have an empty Delta gate right here. And then a Delta A320 headed to Denver. Delta 737-900 to LAX. Pulling into gate Alpha 12 is a Delta MD-88 to Hartford, Windsor Locks. Then we have a Delta 757-300. Just came in off the hard stands. Headed to Orlando. Delta 767-300 ER pushing back for Munich. And Delta 737-700 headed to Charleston. And then last but not least, a Delta A321 headed to San Diego. And that concludes the airport update. I know it was incredibly long. I should count how many airplanes are in here because it's probably a miraculous amount and probably a record for me. But I do want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. Check out everything that's listed in the description. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video, which should be out soon. It's Evergreen Peaks Airport update number 8, I believe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.